My name's Georgia O'Connor and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Have like a fight date yet, or you have an idea of when you're going to be in?
Go on.
No, you let me go first.
Well, Mark's working on something for me. Hopefully that gets sorted within the next few days. Hopefully I'll be out before the end of the year. That's all I can say contractually at the minute, but we're looking to get out once more before the end of the year.
Are you hoping to get out as well, Georgia?
I think mine's going to be more January, February. I was ill really bad with the flu like the past couple of weeks, so I missed out like on 2 weeks training.
Yeah.
December 11th was talked about, but that only gives us like 4 weeks.
That's not long, is it?
I could do it, I could get fit in that time, but like Mark said, I'm still young. There's no need to like rush, I'm not in a bad financial state, I don't need money straight away, so
yeah.
I think I'm just going to wait till the start of the year.
Just pretty much because I'm Russian, I'm an old tramp. I'm young, I'm in a good financial, but him on my left is an old tramp, so he's living on his mother's floor and he's getting old, so he best hurry up.
He needs a mortgage, I'm just scrounging for that for a few more years.
Oh, nice. I mean, looking back at your performance, Georgia, what do you make of it? Have you watched it back?
Yeah, the more I watch it back, the more like proud I feel of myself, and I think I've transitioned really well already from amateurs to the pros. I think I was settled. The fight was strange. I had to make things happen myself. She was just there obviously for a payday, and she was just back foot. But yeah, I thought I did really well, and lots to take from it, lots of things to work on. So I can't complain. 6 rounds, I tested myself, and I got it done. So. Yeah.
Well, she was a big fan of Steve then. After Steve had a fight, she come up to me and says, "Can I please have a photo with your friend?" The girl you fought, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a bit silly.
Texting each other now.
Have you watched your fight back? Well, 1 minute of it.
You know what it is? For me, it's like, obviously, of course I watched it back, Of course I'm going to critique it and watch but for me, if you watch the fight back, 34 seconds in, I caught him with a check left hook and his legs were gone. And then I pressure him, put him against the ropes, and he spits his gum shield out a minute into the fight. Then obviously the referee lets it run, and that's when the knockout comes straight after that. So the fact that I've seen him hurt 30 seconds in, people can sit and watch the fight and go, well, his chin was up, his front foot was forward, his back foot was lifting up, but I had seen that I had the guy hurt. So of course I'm going to go for the kill. That's an instinct that you've got to have, and I'm sure Georgia, would have the exact same. And any boxer will have the same. You've got to have that instinct that when you see your opponent's hurt, and you of course you take risk because they're swinging as well. And
you might not get the opportunity again in the fight, so you've got to go for it, haven't you?
Exactly. So for people to sit and comment and critique it themselves and say he's done this wrong, he's done that wrong, it was a minute. It was a minute. I knocked him out in a minute 30, but for 24 seconds he had his gum shield out.
I mean, most people critiquing anyway sat with your dominoes on the couch and never had a scrap in their life. So, do you know what I mean?
No, that's right.
Opinion doesn't really matter, does it?
Like I say, I've watched it back and listen, the closest things, that I done wrong, but when I seen the guy was hurt, then, I was going in for the knockout and the knockout come, so it's irrelevant what I done wrong, really, the knockout come, which is what I had said. So, when I need to prove that I can box and when I need prove to myself and prove to everybody watching that I am technically good as well as absolutely hard as nails. That I can do that and I will do that.
That's what I said to you before. I mean, I've seen you spar, I don't know, countless rounds, and that's not how you fight usually. But the way that you were fighting, like I don't know, swinging for the hills, is because you had him hurt.
Yeah. I mean, if I caught him with a couple of jabs early on, and as I say, I tried to check left hook and it grazed the top of his head, and you see his legs wobble, and then he goes on the back foot like that, and that's when you know. Then he spat his gum shield out. As soon as that gum shield was out, that's when I knew.
Was that on purpose, was it, you think he did that?
Oh, 100%. I hit him in the, he goes against the ropes, and I hit him with the left and the right of the body, and I heard him wince, and I seen the gum shield come out, but the referee hadn't stopped, so I'm not going to point the gum shield out, you know what I mean? So, like I say, you've got to have that instinct. You've got to make. If you see someone's hurt in that ring, you've got a possibility of 10, 15 seconds to knock them out, and until they get the vision back, until they get everything, the mindset back. So you've got to go in regarding. You take all your skills out because you know that knockout's coming, and it did.
So go back to your ring walks. I enjoyed both your ring walks. What was it like to walk out in front of your home fans?
Scary. I was thinking if I trip up, I'm going to look like the world's biggest puppet. Just don't trip up, walk in a straight line. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. I'm pleased I was on early and there wasn't like loads of those people there.
Really?
Just my first one, just to get a feel for it. And I think the second one, like when I fight it, whether it's January, February, yeah, I think I know what to expect now. So I was mega nervous. Like you'd see the difference between myself and Steve. Steve was nice and chilled, and I walked into the arena like shaking like a shitting dog.
Really?
I was really nervous, yeah. But yeah.
I thought that you looked quite calm.
Trying to hide it well.
He just walked into the ring.
Tyson used to say. Tyson says he was absolutely shitting himself walking into the ring, but he had a mindset of
got a job to do.
Nerves are good. Sometimes I wish I did get them, but unfortunately I don't.
You soaked yours up, though, didn't you? You milked that for every second you could possibly get.
As you should as well.
I would have done as well.
Obviously, it wouldn't have changed where I was fighting. It wouldn't have, because when I'm doing that ring walk, everyone in the background is irrelevant who's there. You're focused on one thing, and that's getting your arm lifted. So that was, the fact it was at my home arena and 10 minutes away from my house, and there was thousands there. It was phenomenal. It was fantastic to see the support that I've got from the local.
You'll never forget it, though, will you?
Yeah. No, but as I say, it'll be no different wherever I'm fighting. It'll be the same sort of ring walk, the chill, laid back approach, walking down, just singing myself some Disney tunes on the way down, getting myself ready.
Is it always going to be a Lion King?
No, I've got a good little one next.
Is it Little Mermaid or
no?
A Beauty and the Beast one?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Georgia, what about your ones?
Yeah, I've got a repertoire of songs I want to play. I don't just want to have one. I think it's nice to have a bit of a change. And
Yours was quite old school, wasn't it?
It was, Dire Straits, a bit of a 90s, pardon me, 90s vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe something more modern next time, we'll see.
That's it. So how have things changed since your fight night? 4 years. Has anything changed 4 years? As far as can you walk to the shops without getting recognised, or do you get...
Yeah, I'm not that famous, but I just feel a lot happier. Like I'm obviously very happy being in the gym training anyway, but I think there's nothing like actually fighting, actually doing, So
you've got that one on your record now.
Yeah, that's it. Like my career's officially started, so to speak. So I just feel really happy, and I feel hungrier for it now.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the main change.
And what about you, Steve? You got like a lot of attention that sense.
Like a B&M's airbed or a bespoke range airbed that blows itself up. Listen, as I say, I'm like George just said earlier about, we're just doing it for everyone. I'm just like, I got into boxing to lose weight, so everything that's happening to me is surreal. Everything that I achieved from boxing to my country, sparring with Joshua, to my first pro fight, and when my last pro fight is, everything's just like, it's unbelievable what's even happening. So, and you know, like George, I'm just doing it for the normal person out there, to make them believe in themselves that they can do anything that they want to do. You know, rather than sitting on a couch and thinking, I really want to start a gym, I want to start a football team, I want to apply for that new job. Just do it, because you know you'll become too old. You know.
I think when it happens to you naturally, like you appreciate it more, and like the little things and stuff, like you do just appreciate it and soak it up so much more.
I don't. For me, I don't think I'll ever change. I don't think anything, no matter how big I get, touch wood, you know, things come of it. I don't think I'll let it. You know, if people want a photo, if people want an autograph, people, they'll always, you know, I'll always have time for people, because I was once, you know, as I say, I'll never, no matter what, forget why I started boxing and what I had growing up and where I was growing up. And I was probably a cold case away from a prison sentence, or a drink away from a prison sentence, and you know, I was just a normal kid on a council estate, you know, with you know. And so for everything that's happening for me is as I say, it's just unbelievable, and I'll never forget, as I say, where I started and why I started and where I originally come from.
I mean, since you've been on Sky Sports, I mean, now obviously you're a Sky Sports fighter. I now know you've now got your mansion, you've now got your private jets, your Lamborghinis and that in the garages. I know that you know, you've all changed your phone numbers now. You know, just get this interview, I have to call up your PR people. You know, just make an appointment. But other than that, nothing's changed, is it?
Yeah,
it's all right.
Your PR, my PR's my mum and your way text. But yeah, I wish it was like that. I'm still watching me Littlewoods TV on the airbed on the floor. So yeah. Hopefully in a few fights time I'll be able to buy my TV outright from Curry's and not have to pay 86. Keep going to put a pound coin in every time it runs out.
Do they still do them? Do they?
But, I don't know. Here's your view.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason everyone has this accolade of pro boxers are rich, and you know, they've got all the money in the world and they've got all the time in the world. And
it takes a lot to get to that point.
People have no idea how lonely and how awful it is, and you know, you spend weeks and months away from, you know, your family, your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends. You know. You're sometimes going on camps for 2 months, not seeing people, you're in training, you're exhausted when it comes to a night time, you diet, you can't go out for meals, you can't go out for drinks.
And people have the audacity to say, oh, you're lucky. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear that one, yeah. You're lucky.
Like, yeah, when you're running the drink, I'm running 10 miles down the piss and rain. Like, no.
That's true.
People don't understand, and that's fine, because they've never been there. So you know, for them to comment and say, "Oh, you're so lucky you don't have a 9 or 5," and say, "Well, okay." Well,
you make your own up, I guess, in a sense, don't you?
Definitely.
Anyone can do it. I always said anyone can get into boxing. Like, if you put the hard work in, you reap the rewards. So you know, we're not lucky for reaping those rewards. Myself, Steve, and other professional boxers, you know, we put the work in. So. You know, we don't have to have a 9 to 5, well, just yet anyway, touch wood. So, you know, just enjoying that.
Or fair enough, just find yourself some sugar daddies, you'll be fine.
Oh, I've got a few, mate.
Oh, have you? A few? Alright guys, anyway, so it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, man.
Thank you.